So I recently spoke to a presentation coach who told me that she sees a speech therapist. I was curious about why, because I mean, speech therapy sounds to me like something that you go to when you stutter, for example. But she told me that it's just a training for her to develop her mouth and tongue movement and even her pronunciation. So I thought, let me look into this as well, as I tend to speak very rapidly and not end my sentence very well, with the last word being not as loud as the rest of the sentence. Anyway, I looked it up and I decided to take some lessons, and wow, it has opened my eyes. Especially when it comes to moderating an event, speaking might become very tiring. In my case, I will be presenting a demo day of at least 3 hours. So it's going to be a lot of speaking, and it might be at some point that you have to raise your voice, do a certain intonation, and speak very clearly as well for the crowd to understand and hear. So lots to look into, I guess super useful for someone who is an event moderator. So my first session with the speech therapist was amazing. She asked me all kinds of questions like, do you breathe through your nose or through your mouth? Well, mouth. Where's your tongue when you're not speaking? Well, resting at the bottom of my mouth actually. And she asked me things like, do you have dry lips during the day? And I said, oh, definitely, like always actually. So all these questions led me to ask her, so what does this mean, right? I found out many interesting things that I really want to share with you because I think you can learn from it too. Many of the things that I learned can be translated into at-home exercises, and I guess pronunciation and speech in general are things that you can definitely improve on with very small changes and more, I would say, conscious speaking. So one of the things that I found out is that my left side teeth don't properly close the way the right side does. Therefore, my tongue sticks to my, well, actually in between my teeth on the left side at night, apparently. That's what the speech therapist told me. And therefore, it prevents my teeth from actually growing out fully. Very interesting information. So why would we care? She said that due to this, you have breath coming through your left side mouth, and therefore not being able to speak at your best voice, let's say, at the strongest voice you can get. So I said, okay, well, I do recognize it. If you look from the left side or right side and left side, there is some sort of difference. She said I could fix this with trainer's braces that I can wear at night. So I got the trainer braces, and they look like this. And normally they're used by teenagers after using their actual braces or before, making sure that the teeth are in the right position. In my case, it helps me close off my teeth from both sides, upper and lower, and making sure that my tongue doesn't stick in between my left side teeth. So also this movable part of the braces will help me fix my tongue in the right position at night, making my tongue familiar with the right position during the day as well. So hope it works. Fun fact actually, resting your tongue in the right position, which is the roof of your mouth, helps you to balance your head and keep your posture right. I should have found out earlier. And last but not least, the speech therapist said that I have a hoarse voice, and she asked me if I had a sore throat or if it hurts or anything, and I told her no, this is my normal voice, nothing going on. And somewhere in the conversation I mentioned that I'm type 1 diabetic, and she just said, wow, that makes total sense now, because a lot of type 1 diabetics have thyroid problems, and that causes a lower voice. Well, what do you know? Problem solved. So what I've been doing at home, apart from using the trainer braces at night and sometimes an hour or so a day, I also received a spatula that I should stick to the roof of my mouth for at least a minute, so it creates a bruise. And now you're wondering why. This is the position where your tongue should be when, while resting your mouth when not speaking. So she told me if you make that bruise, your tongue will go back to that spot because it hurts and it feels kind of odd. So it actually trains your tongue to be at that position. Using this spatula actually reminds me of the feeling that I have after eating a pizza. Do you know that weird feeling almost as if you lost like part of your skin on the roof of your mouth? That's kind of the feeling that I have when I use this spatula. So I've just used the spatula and I noticed that my tongue definitely wants to go to that one position to feel what it feels like. So funny thing is that when I go to that position, I actually smile intensely. And that's also a fun fact that I heard from the speech therapist. Your pronunciation turns out to be best when you're smiling a little bit. So, good tip to use. Speech therapist also gave me some words and some short sentences to practice, making sure that I emphasize the L, the N, the D, the T, the S, and the Z. Here we go. Potten en pannen, piepende poppen, pannenkoeken bakken. It takes a lot of energy and also a lot of practice time to perfect this speech. I do have the right tools now, the spatula, the braces, and yeah, some words to practice. It's gonna take a lot of time, but well, what I learned so far is that it's just being very conscious of how you speak and when you speak in general. Making sure that you smile a bit helps to pronounce words better. Putting your tongue in the right position and also making sure that you end your words very clearly. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot. Some exercise for at home, of course, the spatula, wooden one that you can just get at the supermarket. And the words that I just practiced are ones that you can find online. When you type in something on articulation practices, articulation exercises, you'll definitely find words like this. Thanks for watching and see you for the next video.